and a whole lot of spirit. Game one and point number one. We'll start on his paddle. Wow, Garnett has some wheels, just a step behind that one.
Yeah, and a quick little cat and mouse point to start things off from the fellas. And really, these guys are mirror images of each other. I definitely give the forehand edge to Federico Staksrud and the backhand edge to Connor Garnett. So I think kitchen play and commanding the kitchen is going to be a big factor in this matchup. Oh, what a beautiful little inside-out roll from Federico. I thought he was going to rip through the court. He takes pace off and forces the air from Connor Garnett.
1-0.
Oh, baby. Oh, wow. Already some highlight points so early in this matchup. What an ATP from Connor Garnett.
And a little smirk to go with it and have another look. Cat and mouse no more.
0-1.
ATP secured by Connor Garnett.
Side out.
And he had a highlight reel ESPN play back in LA. If you remember in the final, we were calling it. Connor Garnett had some wild court
1-0.
coverage and an ATP for the finish. Sports Center top 10 worthy.
Side out.
It's deep for Staksrud.
Zero one. Point.
Connor Garnett going to the lob serve to mix it up a bit and gets a return error from Federico.
1-1.
Just a
Side out.
SWAT team forehand shoulder level from Federico Staksrud. But the patterns and the point construction already in this one makes me very much stick to my
1-1.
statement that we are going to see some highlight points.
I'll recall. 1-1.
Oh, it's good.
Side out.
Beautiful footwork from Connor Garnett on the previous shot, and then finishes out of the air. As often when Federico hits that ball up the line with the backhand, his opponent is going to let it bounce.
1-1.
Not Connor Garnett.
Air Garnett on that one.
Just missed.
Side
Nice
out.
attack of the pickleball of Connor. Checks
side
with
out.
the referees, and ball definitely long, but clearly
1-1.
Federico Staksrud looking to approach the middle of the court or the forehand side early and avoid the tui of CG.
Point.
Tui Nation is what his backwards hat reads. Built a whole brand around his signature shot.
2-1.
CG his initials on the side of it.
Point.
Fumbled that one.
Yes, he did. That was about as standard as it gets in singles play. So Connor get that cleaned up as he's had some highlights, but got to take care of the
3-1.
routine stuff first.
Point.
Ball
Timeout
taken off
receiver
on
4-1.
Connor, and we're going to have a quick stoppage of play as Fed.
Time in. 4-1. Point.
Nice return from Connor Garnett. 5-1 lead now for Federico.
A big serve from Fed.
5-1.
Federico Staksrud hails from Argentina.
Just
Point.
really clean stuff from Federico right now. Loving the game plan, finding some drops on the third shots, controlling the kitchen line,
6-1.
mixing up his play.
Points.
Gosh,
Absolutely disgusting.
it is so heavy.
Yeah, so the footwork to clear the body and even find a forehand, and then once you do that, to create that angle with topspin, definitely a clear-cut strategy for him to pull back a little bit on the third shot drives. Some matches he rips everything, so this is a conscious effort from Federico
7-1.
from a strategic perspective.
Out.
Couple yells from the crowd trying to get Connor Garnett going.
Saw some Tui Nation hats in the crowd here this weekend in Salt Lake City. Wow, there you go, inside in.
That's a good way to do it. Nice cross-court forehand. And I mean, I think Connor Garnett is an easy guy to root for. Has a pretty dang good demeanor out there on court, so easy for the fans to get behind him.
Side out. Seven, 2. Side out.
I'm not sure what happened there from Fed. I thought he was just gonna carve that ball into the kitchen cross court, and he looked like he went with a slice power shot trying to body up Connor.
Side out.
Very interesting shot selection.
Seven, 2.
Possible angles to defend against with Federico Staksrud on the other side.
Yeah, the anticipation. He just reads the ground strokes of his opponent so well. I mean, he's not the biggest guy. It's not like he just has this crazy wingspan that allows him to make so many volleys. It's the footwork and the reading ability of the patterns and the shot selection of his opponents, and I think sometimes that gets overlooked.
9-2. Side out. I saw it in.
Okay.
Side out.
So, okay.
Yeah,
So
Fed's going to
Referee
challenge
timeout.
the in-ruling of
Referee
Howard Hepworth.
ruling. After review, the referee's ruling stands. The ball was in. Loss of challenge, loss of timeout, 1 timeout remaining. 1 timeout remaining. We'll proceed with side out, 2-9.
Fed was looking to the crowd for validation, I think, and they nodded their head yes, so
Time in.
must have gotten the call
2-9.
correct. Those fans were right on the line.
Side out.
Knifing backhand volley from Federico Staksrud.
And a pretty smooth, soft serve from Connor Garnett.
What's happening here? Brief discussion on court with Howard and Onisha.
Yeah, Onisha wanted to get Howard's, just moving the paddle off of the side video board.
9-2.
Okay, that's no big deal.
Point.
Game point quickly here for Federico Staksrud.
Just suffocates you. Just no place to go. He's just
10-2.
on everything.
The guy's a machine, suffocating the key word of the phrase. And Federico runs away with the first, 11-2, just pure domination. We'll see what.
Tournaments are a fun and exciting way to grow your game. Connect with other players and stay active in the welcoming pickleball community. Whether you're a seasoned player or looking to try your first tournament, we have a place for you.
Accolades for that gentleman.
Point.
Lucky and good. Almost impossible to overcome that. A little kiss off the
1-0.
tape, and Federico takes command of the point. Great return from Connor Garnett. Very rarely are you going to see Federico Staksrud take a third shot on the backhand side.
0-1. Side out.
And good return from Connor Garnett, previous point, and shocker, Federico matches him on the very next.
1-0. Side out.
All right, solid stuff from Connor. Getting the ball back, only 1 point deficit for him.
0-1. Side out.
So much pace on that cross-court forehand from Federico. Connor has to be so
1-0.
pinpoint precise with those shots, or he's just paying the price every time.
Nice counter from Connor Garnett.
Fed trying to body up Connor, hadn't tried to do that particular shot yet in the match, and Connor was very ready for it.
0-1.
Another masterful point from Fed in response.
He's not even out of rhythm at all. This is one of the best players in the world, Connor Garnett, and up at the kitchen line right now, Federico is just smooth as silk.
Top 8 players will advance to December's PPA finals in
1-0.
San Clemente. Of course, these two are pretty much a lock. 1 and 3 position.
Side out. Zero one. Side out.
That's, definitely a ball that drops for Connor more often than not. His down the line backhand,
1-0.
so good. Of course, he has all options on that particular wing. Just can't quite find the range right now.
Point.
Now, after the miss up the line, decides to take a little pace off and roll cross court, and can't come up with that one either.
Two zero.
Battle won by Fed Staksrud, just a bit long for Connor Garnett. 3-0 now.
I just want to see him off balance once.
Right.
I just want to see him stuck in a tough situation. It just does not happen.
Oh, so close for Connor Garnett. How do you think Federico does that, staying more balanced than most?
Well, I mean, it's world-class footwork, but also the anticipation. I think that just gets overlooked so much. You can really see those physical tools that kind of slap you in the face, but when the guy is just smooth and in the right spot every time, sometimes it's harder to, it's less tangible, it's less easy to see. And Federico, he just has it all.
Yeah, that's a great point by you. 'Cause he does make it look easy.
Well, the best to do. I mean, and you have to bring up Ben Johns when you say that, because he's an effortless mover too, and he just seems to read the patterns of his opponents as well as anyone.
Oh,
Point.
off the tape, but still the greatest choice he could have come up with in that scenario.
Yeah, he had Connor fooled, kind of waved the Cobra, and what I mean by that, kind of held that paddle up and waved it around a little bit so that Connor couldn't figure out where he was going to go.
Side out.
Last time these two met was in LA, as I mentioned, in April. Connor Garnett won it
0-5.
3.
Side out.
I mean, Fed has talked about in interviews, he wakes up thinking about pickleball, he goes to sleep thinking about pickleball, so he remembers that matchup with Connor Garnett.
Yep.
And he's making a statement right now.
And he barely
5-0.
survived in North Carolina as well. Connor Garnett was on the brink of sweeping Fed. Nice play by Connor Garnett. More of that, please.
And that was a beauty up the line from Connor. Smooth footwork to get in position. Perfect contact point just out in front, just inside the sideline.
Wild third from Connor Garnett. Certainly not what he wanted to do with that ball, but such a heavy return from Staksrud
5-0.
forced the issue.
Side out.
Couple solid shots from Connor to find the backhand of Federico. Federico looking for the drop a couple different times on that backhand side and has not found it lately.
Side out.
Just can't have that happen. Or if you're releasing on the ball and going for big time pace, you're going to have some air sprinkled in. But when you go with that drop and the soft shot, you must make it at a high percentage.
Side out.
It's the most real positive emotion that I've seen from Connor Garnett after that point. Been pretty stoic throughout this matchup.
0-5.
Goes to the kitchen from Connor Garnett.
Great forward movement. Nice little slice from Connor. He read that Federico was going to try to keep him back with topspin. Instead of hanging back and letting it bounce, he charges forward and takes it out of the air. Oh, and a lucky bounce now going to Connor Garnett. You never know what might springboard you to a couple points. It could be a great shot. It could be a fortunate bounce or both.
Now inside out. That is just masterful again from Staksrud, and a timeout called.
When the world sleeps, greatness rises. And while others dream of the next level, we chase it. Challenging every limit, turning obstacles into stepping stones. Because the next level isn't just handed to you, it's earned. Go next level with 6-0 Pickleball.
To get all the way to the semifinal, to be one of 4 teams left is an incredible accomplishment. Oh, it's in. Staksrud was so casual in his track down to the lob. He's like, oh, that's way out.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I mean, he has the lead at 5-2, but that's a big mistake.
Sure we won't make that one again. And there's a lot of Connor Garnett fans in the house.
Fed perfect pace control. That ball is below the net. He can't just hit a line drive BB, and he just picks the perfect little 60% shot into the corner.
Oh, great defense of the ATP. How did he get there? But
I mean, he's over. Federico's over there hanging out with Howard Hepworth after the ATP. Connor defends it beautifully, and Fed's there again.
6-2.
See the TUI Nation hats in the crowd.
Side out.
It's a much better battle, though, from Connor Garnett. Anytime it looks like Federico's about to, rattle off 3 or 4, Connor's getting the ball back. Doesn't have a ton of points to show for it, but this is a real battle here in game 2.
Sequence at the kitchen for Staksrud with a sign out. Match I mentioned in North Carolina, Adam was in the semifinal, and Connor Garnett, I'm sure that's one that he has held on to on the other side when you mentioned Fed. Hangs on the step. Connor had match points against Federico, but lost it. That is so good. The approach to the kitchen, he needs more of that.
A little half corner jump, great read from Connor to know. And when you go cross court in that situation, you are done for if your opponent gets the paddle on it. And Federico can't do it. Great shot from CG.
Good effort. Federico Staksrud just too good.
Yeah, the court coverage, I've said it enough, but I will say it again. It is so effortless for these two. They are absolutely everywhere on the court.
6-2. Point. Seven, 2. Side out.
1 point of damage There for Connor Garnett as he recovers the serve.
7.
Oh my, he almost got that. That would have been insane.
Side
That
out.
was a slice slapper. Really had no other option, did Connor Garnett.
7-2. Point.
Little touch to the left court. Staksrud 3 points away.
Eight two.
Nice two-handed rip for Staksrud.
And when he starts doing
Timeout,
that,
receiver,
that's an
9-2.
issue.
A lot of fun to be able to hit a plastic ball around for a living.
2. Side out.
Great line return from Connor Garnett, still hanging around.
2-9.
Connor Garnett has some filthy ATPs to his resume. Add this one as another highlight. Curls it around the post.
3-9.
Tui Nation goes wild. Hello, Connor Garnett. Is it too late for this bit of firepower to show up? We'll see.
4-9.
Just
Side out.
a slight miss hit from Connor. I do believe he was looking to go cross court late, whipping through the strike zone and leaving that ball right at the forehand of Federico Staksrud.
9-4. Side out.
Miss hit from Fed. Not able to get to that wonderful number of 10.
Four nine.
Bit of firepower to show up. We'll see.
4-9.
Just a slight miss hit from Connor. I do believe he was looking to go cross court late, whipping through the strike zone and leaving that ball right at the forehand of Federico Staksrud.
9-4. Side out.
Miss hit from Fed. Not able to get to that wonderful number of 10.
Four nine.
Connor forced into a guess, leaving that drop well high. Just have to pick a side and hope that Federico hits it there. And of course, Federico Staksrud making the proper decision on that last backhand.
Up until today, Adam, we had
9-4.
4 different men's singles champions in a row. That's pretty interesting. Nice fadeaway inside out pass. I mean, it seems like Connor Garnett is there, but yet Fed still finds a hole.
Because that's
Match point.
that's what's happening.
And championship point for Federico Staksrud. He has it all. Federico Staksrud captures his 10th career title and 6th of the year, the most consistent man in singles today. Adam, thanks so much. Federico, you are the most consistent men's singles player in the world. You've medaled in all but just one tournament. How important was it for you to get back on top here and take the gold?
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I wanted to play good. I wanted to have a good performance, and I knew that even if I had a good performance, I might lose too, because Connor is a stud. I mean, he's unbelievably good. So I played good today, so I'm happy to get the title, but the performance was everything for me.
A lot of the fans in the house were rooting for Connor Garnett, but just how good was this atmosphere here in Salt Lake City?
So Utah is amazing. People here love pickleball. You can feel it. You can feel it when you're playing. There's a different energy here. Honestly, I love coming here to Utah, even though it's not great for my game, the altitude, and it's just different from Florida. I just love it. The energy is awesome.
Not great for your game, and yet you still got a gold. That's pretty good. And also, Fed was nice enough to give away a paddle in the crowd to one of these great fans. So, Fed, that was very nice of you. Now, time to get some hardware in his hands. And we welcome the gentleman back from the Picklr, our title sponsor for this great event, George in Austin. George.
Congrats, Federico. Stacks on stacks on stacks. On behalf of the PPA and the Picklr, the #1 franchiser in the world, we'd like to congratulate you on your singles championship today.
A gentleman's handshake to close it out. Federico Staksrud collects his 6th title of the year, and the rich get richer here in Salt Lake City. We've got one more Championship Sunday match to go. It's mixed doubles. James Ignatowicz, Anna Bright taking on Gabe Tardio and Jesse Irvin. You do not want to miss it. Stick around.